is, can you feel the love of others? Can you feel the sweetness of others? As you see a little child, how nice you feel. In the same way, do you feel that for others? Or are they like children? Are they innocent like children? And then now I would suggest that innocence is the sign of love. Anybody who has innocence would know the technique of love. If you are very clever, intelligent, you can answer back, you can correct people, do that. That's not the way. If you have love, you can correct people without saying anything to them. Because love is a supreme intelligence. It gives you all the correct method. It works out that. The whole thing works out that. And then people say, Mother, it's a miracle how it has happened. No, it's no miracle. It's a simple thing that love has acted in its own way. Love is not a dead thing. It's not a dead sea. It not only thinks, but it acts. And acts so beautifully. Sometimes I'm amazed at its working. We call it a miracle, this, that, nothing. It's love. So no use using your intelligence. Because this intelligence, human intelligence, is not a very high quality function. What is best is to fall in love with yourself.
Testing. All right, welcome. Welcome to today's meditation class. My name is Brad. I'll be leading today's class. If you're watching online or you're joining us from the Shreveport Library, we live stream into the library in Shreveport. For those of you who are joining us today, welcome to the class. And here we're coming to you from our meditation center here in Dallas, and this is Sahaja Yoga Meditation. So we have a couple new people here. I'm going to just put you on the spot. I'm the only one on camera, but I'm just going to ask, have y'all ever tried to meditate before? So a little bit. Okay. And may I ask how you heard about our class? Oh, okay. Like a meetup type of thing, or? Oh, you just Googled. Okay, very good. We came up. Okay. How about you? You're with them. Okay. And Deb, she's a experienced meditator. So, all right. So we kind of break up our classes into kind of a format. We start with an introduction, kind of explain how this meditation works, and then we dive into it. We give it a try. We have the experience of it 2 times, 2 little meditation sessions. So we'll be here for about an hour and a half. So, and I promise, you will feel like, it won't feel like you've been sitting for an hour and a half. I'll make that guarantee. It'll be nice and a relaxing experience, I hope. So we really focus on, in this meditation, we focus on the experience of the meditation, how it feels to you. It's your own personal experience. And so I'll go into kind of an introduction about it. That's why I have this big chart behind me here to help us understand how we're made inside and how meditation helps us, this particular meditation. So have you seen a chart like this before? No, not really? Okay. So let's start with the basics. So basically, whatever we're dealing with in life, we may go through challenges, perhaps, or maybe our personalities are sort of prone to, let's say, maybe we're kind of a person who really is a lot of go type of a person. So, maybe we have heard this described as a type A and a type B personality. There's different ways of describing these kinds of things. And maybe we're somebody who goes and goes and goes and cannot relax, has a really hard time slowing down, stopping, smelling the roses, all of those things that we're told to do. Just a constant sort of, and not only active like in life, but also active in our mind, always thinking and having a hard time slowing that down. If that is something that is constant, sort of that you just kind of have to deal with that, and that can create that kind of a lifestyle can create sort of the physical effects, physical side effects, and other challenges. That is because there's something imbalanced inside. Something's not perfectly in balance. That kind of goes back to this chart here. The opposite is if we're somebody maybe who in life we have a hard time getting motivated. Maybe we're in a funk. Often we think about the past. We have kind of a lot of nostalgia and can get down. Can feel very down. That also is something that we all deal with. Maybe some of us more than others, but it's traced back to there's something inside of us that's not quite in balance. And everything that we deal with, anxieties, stresses, physical issues, everything can be traced back to our roots. There's something out of balance inside of us that's causing us to feel this way. If everything inside of us was balanced, we would be living a peaceful life. We'd be in the present, which we hear, we want to live in the moment, be in the present. If everything was balanced inside of us, we would automatically be that way. We would automatically have all the qualities that you see listed on this chart. All these qualities are built inside of us. Innocence, creativity, peacefulness, they're all inside. Forgiveness is built right here. So if we have all these qualities built inside of us, this chart that you see It's called our subtle system. Another way to look at it is it's part of our nervous system, our autonomous nervous system. And inside of our nervous system, we have 7 nerve plexuses. They rise up along our spinal column. Ancient people called them chakras, if you've heard that word before. We also refer to them as energy centers. So these are where the nerves are bundling together inside of us along our spinal column. And these different plexuses inside, they are regulating our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. So if they're healthy and strong, then we're healthy and strong. And again, all these qualities that you see, we just automatically manifest those qualities without any effort. Peace, we hear about inner peace. It really is. It's built inside. Peace comes from inside. Again, all these qualities. These channels, these 3 lines that you see, these are called channels. Ancient people called these nadis, but these are channels of energy inside of us. And we have a left, a right, and a center. So going back to that sort of go personality, or that maybe more depressed personality, these are in our channels. Our left channel is the channel of our past. It's our emotional side. It's our desires in life bubble up from our left channel. And our right channel is the action side inside of us. It's our future planning side. We have both of these channels rise. This is our sympathetic nervous system on the outside here. The channels come up and cross over at this point in our forehead and form our conditionings and our ego and our mind. This is our mind here in this chart. And again, if these are balanced, that's like a brake and an accelerator in our life, then we can keep ourselves in the center. But if there's an imbalance inside of us, as we described, then we're not feeling our best. The central line, the white line that you see, this is the present built inside of us, past, future, and present. So we're built automatically to be in the moment, but again, we may not always feel that way. So depending on, so many factors, we're all different on the outside, we're all different on the inside, we all have different experiences in life. Our centers and our channels may be healthy, maybe some need a little bit of work. Maybe they're not as strong as they could be. Maybe, forgiveness is something that comes very easy to us, and maybe something that for some of us might be a challenge to let go of things. Again, so we're all a little bit different inside. And again, this is our roots. These are the roots of who we are inside. And again, everything that we're experiencing, our reactions to things, can be traced back to our roots. And when we go to the doctor, let's say we're feeling anxious, we're feeling some anxiety, and we can go to the doctor, and the doctor can prescribe, a healthy lifestyle, eat better, exercise, perhaps, some medications to help us deal with our anxiety, to help us live with it, to help us live with our anxiety, to manage to get through, even though this is something that's worth dealing with in life. But Sahaja Yoga meditation gets to the very root of what is bothering you. It goes to the very root. It isn't sort of like dealing with symptoms. It goes to the essence of what's inside. So anxiety might come from our heart. If our heart is a little bit out of balance, our heart, you can see love, compassion are the qualities here. But also, this is where we get our sense of security from. Our sense of fearlessness and courage comes from our heart. We live in a world that is very insecure, and everything that we see and read sort of preys on insecurities. Do I look right? Am I the right weight? Are my clothes right? Do I have enough money? So much in our media, social media, all media. What's going on in the world? We never hear the good news. We always hear the bad news. So everything kind of preys on our insecurities in our heart. But if this is strong, then we're not so affected by that. And also this chakra right here about forgiveness. So we tend to react to everything that we see. We have a little commentary going on constantly. No matter what is happening, there's we have a reaction inside of our mind. And if this is, again, a little bit out of balance, then that can affect us. It can, our ego can take over more, or maybe the conditionings of our past are kind of influencing our life more than they should, keeping us from being in the present. Does this make sense so far? Okay. All right. So again, back to this. We all have got this going on inside. We're all a little bit different. Maybe we know some of our strengths and weaknesses. Maybe we're not even quite so sure. How do we get this into balance? And what does this have to do with meditation? How does it all come together? So, in addition to what you see here, what we've been describing, you see a little triangle down here at the base of the spine on this person in this chart here. That represents our sacrum bone. At the base of our spine, we all have this triangular shaped bone. And inside of our sacrum bone, inside of every human being, no matter where you come from or what you look like, every human being has an energy inside of their sacrum bone. This energy is called the Kundalini, as you see on the chart. You all ever heard of Kundalini before? Like Kundalini yoga and things like that? Kundalini squat? Oh, okay. Yeah, so Kundalini is something that we're kind of starting to hear that word because people, like in physical yoga, you see that word, Kundalini type of yogas. And I will just describe, let's start at the basics of what is Kundalini. Because there's a lot of information about Kundalini out there. And I will say that the Kundalini is a positive, mothering, divine energy inside of our sacrum bone, resting inside of our sacrum bone. We all have this energy. Everyone has Kundalini inside, but your Kundalini only knows you. So your Kundalini knows all about the system inside of you, knows all about your chakras, knows all about these channels, knows maybe what your challenges might be in life, knows what your strengths are, and your Kundalini knows or sees you at your very best, has a vision for you and for your life that maybe is even greater than we even see for ourselves. Your Kundalini knows all about you. And this is a loving energy. So your Kundalini loves you, like a mother loves you. Again, this energy is just resting inside of us. However, when their energy is awakened, when this Kundalini starts to rise, then as she rises, if there are imbalances inside of these chakras or these channels, she automatically starts to remove those. So without any effort on your part, this energy starts to help you be more balanced, have all these qualities, come into the center, and have that peaceful, balanced life that we're all looking for. Again, that's her job. She brings you back into balance automatically. She rises all the way up to this point here, where these channels cross over. And let's talk about this center a little bit, because all of the thinking that we're doing, and when we most of us, I think, when we sort of think of what is the benefit of meditation, it's to, be balanced and peaceful, but also how do I quiet my mind down? How do I slow down these thoughts? So that happens automatically too in this meditation. When your energy reaches this point, all of the thinking in our mind is coming from the left and the right. They rise up, the thoughts are bubbling up into our mind, and we're being pinged with thoughts constantly all day long. But when your energy rises up and reaches this point, when we forgive, then she can cross over the center here. She passes through the center, and your thoughts begin to slow down automatically. It isn't anything that you have to force or make happen, or I'm gonna make my thoughts go away. It doesn't work like that. This is a natural process. It's a living process, and it's built inside of us to work this way. So when she crosses over again, our thoughts rise and fall and rise and fall, and most of us are just riding the waves, thought after thought after thought, And but your Kundalini expands that little tiny space between the thoughts. That is the present. Between your thoughts, that is the present. It's either a thought from the past or from the future, but in the middle is the present. It's very small. And your Kundalini rises and she pushes through, and then she makes that little present longer and longer and longer. So you feel that peace in your mind. That's called thoughtless awareness. Just FYI, a little term that you might hear in this meditation, thoughtless awareness. That is when your mind is at peace, totally quiet. You're aware of everything that's going on around you. You're not in a trance or some kind of hypnotic state or something. You're aware, but your mind is quiet. And that may seem like a challenge to achieve, but I will say it's really just regaining something that we all had. We all had when we were little. When we were little kids, we were always in the present. We were always living in the moment and experiencing that quietness in our mind. As we grew up, and life started to happen, and we became teenagers and had identities and all of that, then the thinking started. But you can regain that quite naturally. We're designed this way. So your energy reaches here and begins to slow your mind down. And then as your energy reaches the last center here, this center is where our soft spot used to be, on top of our head, this plexus on top of our head. And when your energy reaches here, then we call that self-realization in this meditation, self-realization. And what does self-realization mean? Self-realization is the same meaning as yoga. So we're called Sahaja Yoga Meditation. Sahaja means spontaneous, built inside of you. That's what we've been talking about here. The system is built inside. It's spontaneous happening. Yoga means connection or union with something higher than yourself. That's what self-realization is. When your energy reaches here, which is also her desire, not only does she want to balance you and bring out your best qualities and help to remove things that are bothering you inside, but she wants to give you this connection. So that when that happens, you become connected to the all-pervading power, however you want to describe that, the universe, the love of God, God Himself, that power that makes the world go around, that created this universe, that created us. You get a direct connection to that automatically, and it's yours. It's your right to have that connection. Sahaja Yoga was founded in 1970 by Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the lady that you see in the photograph, Shri Mataji for short. And she founded this meditation as a nonprofit organization. It is absolutely free to everybody, always, because this connection that we just described, this self-realization, you can't pay anybody for that. You can't pay for that. So she made it very clear that this is never to be a business, never to be corrupted by, a bottom line. Well, I'm a volunteer, Ajit's a volunteer, you'll meet all volunteers here. Because again, you already have this. You already have it. So you can't pay for it. You all walked in here with everything that you need to, again, to live that balanced life that we're all looking for. So that is self-realization. And when you achieve this self-realization, what does that mean? How does that express itself? We talked about the experience of meditation. So one of the things that you should feel, number one, you'll feel relaxed. You'll feel relaxed because your energy is rising up. This is your nervous system, and she's soothing down your nerves. So I would say that's the first thing that you'll feel is relaxed. You might feel, as your energy reaches here, you might feel something on your hands. You see that the hands in the chart have different colors on the fingers because every one of our chakras or our energy centers is connected to our fingertips. Our hands are very complex, the nerves in our hands. And as your energy rises and starts to, if there are imbalances, starts to clear those things out, you can start to feel it on your fingers. So what is a chart or an idea or a theory I just presented to you becomes something real to you. You feel it for yourself. That's your experience. It's yours. And what you are feeling, what you might feel in your hands is, again, there might be an imbalance inside of you that maybe you didn't even know was there, but your energy is sort of telling you there's something inside of you that I'm working on and trying to help move out. You may feel on your hands coolness or warmth on your hands as your energy starts to flow through you. As energy flows through you. You may even feel that on top of your head. So this is like a little fountain that's actually called the fontanelle bone, little fountain, and the energy comes out to the top of your head. And so you might feel a coolness or warmth on top of your head. These are just little signs for you that this is working for you. The more you meditate, the more of this energy begins to rise. So we started out, this energy is dormant. Now, what is the key to turn on that energy is just that you ask for it. Just asking and having a desire is all that it takes. And then the energy starts to rise. So just having that wish, I want to have this experience, the energy responds. Now, if we meditate, have this experience today, the energy will come up. At least some of it does. And if we don't, the purpose of like daily meditation is to keep the energy flowing. We want to keep that energy moving so that, we all have life. We all have work. We all have experiences in life. You want to keep that energy moving so that whatever's coming to you in life, isn't overwhelming. You can deal with it. You have this energy moving through you. So if we don't meditate regularly, the energy starts to just kind of come back down, and just kind of comes back down and goes back down into the sacrum bone. So that key, that desire, that kind of regular meditation, I'm going to do this every day, 5 minutes a day, helps to keep your energy flowing inside of you. So that is how this meditation works. Sahaja, born with you, built inside of you. Yoga, the energy gives you that connection automatically. And meditation. Meditation that's thoughtless awareness that we talked about, when your mind becomes still and quiet. Any questions about that? Okay. All right. Well, let's have the experience then. So what we will do, again, we'll have 2 meditations. This first meditation, we're going to use a prop in our first meditation. And I'll tell you, as you get to understand this more, this is very natural, and we use 5 elements to help us, because we're made of these elements. Our chakras are made of these elements, and they can help clear out our energy centers. We want all of this to be as clean, like when we were, again, pristine, like when we were little. We want to go back to that. Life happens. We start to carry baggage. It's just life, And this energy wants to sort of restore you back to that pristine state when you were little. However, now you're all grown up. You're an adult. You have an adult mind, and not child-ish, but childlike. So there are those qualities. And so we use the elements to help us, and that's what our prop is. Our prop is some elements. We're going to soak our feet in some salt water. So we'll get a little tub, and the water is one of the elements. The salt is another one. Salt represents the earth. So the 5 elements are water, earth, air, fire, and ether. And we'll use we call it the foot soaking. So if you're watching online and you have a little tub to do this, maybe you've watched with us before, we're going to go fill up our tubs here in the center. We're going to play a little bit of music while we're gone. We'll only be gone for a couple of minutes. If you're at home and you have this, you can do this. If you don't have this and you're watching at home, you don't need it. You don't need it to have this experience. You can just sit quietly and meditate without it. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get our foot soak tubs. We're going to come back, and then we'll have the first meditation. So we'll be right back. Oh, okay. So, all right. So let's get started on our first meditation. I talked about that we're doing what we call a foot soak. So if you're watching online, I just want to show you what that means. So we just get a tub, something simple like this. We use it only for our foot soaking. We don't clean with it or do anything like that. Just buy, something cheap at Walmart or wherever. And so this is our foot soak tub. You want just a cup, and you want to put some fresh water in there, so you can rinse your feet after we're done, and then something to dry your feet with. And the salt that goes in here, simple table salt, is perfect. Here we use like a rock salt that you can buy. We just get the big bags because it's economical, but just a regular salt. Some people like scented salts, Epsom salts and lavender salts and things like that. And that's okay, but put some regular salt in there too. Just a spoonful is all that you need. And the reason why is because we're trying to create like a little ocean here, something kind of natural again. So the scented things are okay, but put something natural in there too. And this is all that you need for foot soaking. Again, if you don't have this and you're watching us online or at the library, you don't need it. That's just for the future reference for you. So now for our first meditation, we're going to use our hands. So I want to walk us through that a little bit. We have these centers inside of us, and they have these qualities built inside, and we're going to affirm those qualities as part of our meditation. And we're going to touch our right hand to the left side of our body. The blue line that you see, this is our desire side, and the yellow line is our action side. So we're going to put the action side on the desire side of our body. So I'm just going to walk us through that so we're all kind of on the same page. We will keep our left hand open on our lap like this, and then we just put our right hand first on our heart. This is how we'll move our hand. So first on our heart, and then underneath our ribs, right here, and then on our hip, and then back under our ribs, and then back over our heart, and then on the side of our throat, like this, on the left side, yeah, like that. And then we put our hand across our forehead, and then we'll put our hand on the back of our head, like that, lift our head up, and then finally, we'll stretch our fingers apart and put the palm of our hand at the top of our head where we talked about this fontanelle bone on top of our head. And I'm not grabbing onto my head. You can see I got my fingers stretched away because we're going to massage the top of our head. And I'll walk us all through this again. So don't worry, you don't have to memorize that. And then one more thing. Before we meditate and after we meditate, we do what we call raising our energy. The energy in our sacrum bone. We use our hands to do that too, because we have, again, desire and action. So we put them together. This expresses that desire that we talked about. This is one way of expressing that desire, that wish, just to for this energy to rise. So we put our left hand with the palm facing our body, right about this part of our body, the base of our spine. So our left hand faces our body. We can all do this together. And the right hand goes in between. Perfect. The right hand is closer to your stomach. And the right hand then is the action hand, and it starts to move over the left hand, outwardly, over. So the other way. Yeah, outward. There you go. And then they start to move up together to the top of your head. You tie a big knot on top of your head. So you can see I want my energy to come up and stay up here. Above all this thinking in my mind, I want it up here. So we do it one time, and then we do it a second time. Second time, we tie 1, 2 big knots. And then take our hands back down again, and they would come up. This time we tie 3 knots on top of our head. Just like that. Very simple. And now for each one of these plexuses inside of us, we put what we call a shield over ourselves. To do that, you just put your left hand at hip level. Your right hand starts at your left hand, touches your left hand. You make a big arch over your head, and then you bring the arch all the way back. So that is one. That is one shield for the first chakra. And then we do a total of 7, over and back. You can look at the chart if that helps. Put your attention on each one as you make this shield. Our system inside is very sensitive. And so this energy that flows through us flows through our hands. And this is like a protection that we can put over ourselves. Okay, now we can put our feet in the water. If you're wearing glasses, you can take your glasses off. So we'll close our eyes and open both of our palms on our lap. So we're sitting straight, but not too rigid. Our backs want to be straight, but comfortable. Really settle into your chair. Be nice and relaxed. Both palms open. So you can do this sitting on a chair, on your sofa. You just want to be comfortable. Let go of any pressure points in your body. Relax. Relax yourself. Eyes are closed. Gently. Eyes are relaxed. Your eyebrows are relaxed. Your forehead is relaxed. Physically, just let everything go. All the muscles, let them be loose. Your neck and shoulders relaxed. Arms are loose. Again, palms open. Relax your legs. Let your legs just fall loose and open, and your feet are flat. Keep your feet flat in the foot soak tub or on the ground, and keep a little distance between them so they're not touching each other. Let's take our right hand and just place it over our heart. Like we're pledging allegiance, we just put our hand on our heart, our right hand. So let's begin the experience of meditation. Let's begin by expressing our desire, by just very simply making that ask or that wish that we talked about, that I want to experience this meditation. That is the key. It's such a simple thing. It unlocks this energy inside of you just by asking. So we can start by putting our attention inside our heart, where our hand is, and just saying in our heart, please may I experience the peace of meditation. Please may I experience the peace of meditation. We talked a lot. There was a lot of information at the beginning. So just treat it like an experiment. Treat it like an experiment. See for yourself. Again, it's your energy. It's your experience. It's your judgment. So please may I experience the peace of meditation. We can also ask in our heart, please may I feel the comfort of this energy. Please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. And just ask for it. We've heard ask and you shall receive. It's that simple, just asking. Please may I experience the peace of meditation. Please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. So then, keeping our attention here inside of our heart, we can ask ourselves a question about ourselves. We can ask, do I have a higher self? Do I have a higher self? We're just asking this in our heart. Do I have a higher self? Let's be more specific and ask 3 times, am I the spirit? Am I the spirit? 3 times we ask, am I the spirit? Now we can move our hand to the upper part of our abdomen, underneath our rib cage. And put our attention right here, right where our hand is. And we'll ask another question here, another question about ourselves. Do I have self-control in my life? Do I have self-control? And more specifically, we can ask 3 times, am I my own master? Am I my own master? 3 times. Am I my own master? Now we move our hand to the lower part of our abdomen. So right at hip level, just press your hand gently here. Put your attention here, nice and relaxed. So again, we have all these qualities built inside. We have tremendous potential inside of us. All of us do. So let's begin to affirm the qualities that we have and ask for these qualities. Ask our own energy to nourish us. So these qualities are obvious and apparent in our lives. If there's anything keeping us from expressing these qualities, that it's removed and we really become our best. So the quality here, where our hand is, built inside of every one of us, this is the quality of knowledge. Pure, positive knowledge built inside. So this is, you could say, where divine inspiration comes from. All the great art, science, literature, anything good for humanity, positive, comes from inside, somewhere deep inside, and it comes from this center inside. So let's ask for that. So again, we're going to ask our own energy, your own energy, we're going to ask. And we'll address our energy as mother energy. This is a mothering, loving energy. So we can say here, or ask here, 6 times, Mother energy, please may I have pure knowledge. That's simple. Mother energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Just from your heart. Mother energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Putting your attention right where your hand is, right on this center. Mother energy, please may I have pure knowledge. 6 times. We ask 6 times because this energy center, like a flower, it has 6 petals on it. So 6 times. Mother energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Pure, positive, good for me. Now we can move our hand back underneath our ribs. Again, nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. We press our hand gently under our ribs. We put our attention here. We ask the question here, do I have self-control? Am I my own master? Another quality that we have built inside is that quality of self-mastery, we can call it. The ability, the innate ability to recognize what's positive and good for us and what may not be so positive and good for us, and to act on what's right, to guide ourselves, to teach ourselves. We all make mistakes, but we can learn from them. So to learn, teach, guide, and master our lives in that way. We all have that quality. So let's affirm that. Let's affirm that quality inside of us. So we're going to say here 10 times in our heart, 10 petals here, 10 times in our heart, Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Just say that 10 times in your heart. Mother Energy, I am my own master, with confidence in yourself. We can move our hand now to our heart again, back over our heart. Put our attention in our heart. Really let your attention go into your heart. See if it can drift deep into your heart. Deep down in your heart. We asked here, do I have a higher self? Am I the spirit? And another truth about us, every one of us. We are more than just our body and our mind and our past and our thoughts and our plans. We have a higher self. We are the spirit. The spirit resides in our heart, right here, right where your attention is. So let's affirm that truth about ourselves 12 times. 12 times we can say in our heart, Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. We just say that in our heart. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit, 12 times. So our energy rises, nourishes us, balances us, gives us a quietness in our mind, connects us, gives us that self-realization, and our energy connects us to the spirit that's in our heart. We become more aware of the spirit inside of us. We become more identified with the spirit inside of us, that higher self inside. Let's take our right hand now and put it on the left side of our neck. So we can turn our head to the right a little bit, and then your hand fits right where your neck meets your shoulder on the left side. Right hand stays, or left hand stays open on your lap. Right hand right in the corner here. Again, we want to put all of our attention right where our hand is, and we can very gently squeeze right here. Our energy is a mothering energy. Like a mother, she knows exactly what you need. We're all different inside, but she knows only you, and she knows exactly where to target, what to work on. She does this automatically. There are some things that we can do, however, to help ourselves and help assist our own energy. And these are like things of letting go, letting go. We need to let go of the past. We need to let go of our baggage so we can be in the present. So here we let go of guilt. If we feel guilty, it sits on our shoulders and it's like a weight that we carry around with us. So you want to let go of it. Let it go. We all make mistakes. Don't feel guilty about it. So here we can say 16 times, 16 total times. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Say that 16 times with confidence in yourself. Let it all go. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. So we just let it all go. There's a quality here. You have qualities built in right here too. So let's ask for those qualities. With our attention still here, we can just ask in our heart, Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem and self-respect. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem and pure self-respect. Just ask that in your heart a few times. Now we take our right hand and we place it across our forehead. You can bend your head down a little bit. So again, here at this point, there's something else we can do for ourselves. We must do for ourselves. So we can be our best. And that is to forgive, to forgive. That quality is built inside. We all have that quality inside, right here, at this point. So we take advantage of that for our own benefit, not for the benefit of anyone else, it's for ourselves. So here, without thinking of any particular person or situation, and here we don't count the number of times, it's really just the sincerity from your own heart. We say, Mother Energy, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And just let everything go here. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone and I also forgive myself. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. I forgive everyone and myself. And when we forgive, then our energy can pass through this center here. This is a very narrow center. Already it's very narrow and constricted by all of our thoughts. But when this energy crosses through, then we begin to feel the relaxation in our mind. Let's take our right hand and put it on the back of our head now. We can lift our head up. We can keep our eyes closed, but as if you're looking up, now your head is resting back on your head. This is the same center of forgiveness inside of us, but here on the back side of this center, we humble our heart and we ask, O Divine, please forgive me. O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly and unknowingly. O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly and unknowingly. And just say that from your heart. Let that come from your heart. O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly and unknowingly. We want to drop all of the baggage. Now we take our right hand and we stretch all of our fingers apart. We can bend our head down slightly. Again, press the palm of your hand right at the top of your head. The very crown of your head where your soft spot used to be. Press your hand down, the palm, and put all of your attention here. Summon all your attention right here where you feel that connection with your hand. And recall that desire that we began with. That wish in our heart. I want to feel this meditation. I want to experience it for myself. So put your heart here, your hand, your heart, and your attention, all right here. And we're going to massage. We're going to rotate our hand against our scalp and massage our scalp in a circle. So we move our hand over to the left, then down towards the front, towards your forehead, over to the right, then all the way back. Left, front, right, back. That's the circle you want to make, again, with all your attention here, with that desire in your heart. And we're going to make 7 circles. And with each circle, with each rotation, we're going to just simply ask again, Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. Again, that is energy rises all the way to the top. So we just ask for it 7 times. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. 7 times, 7 circles, nice and relaxed. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. It's yours to ask for. Everyone has the right to ask for their self-realization. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization 7 times. And when you finish doing that, you just slowly put your hand back on your lap. Both hands on your lap. Both palms open, eyes are closed. Relax yourself. We're going to sit quietly for a moment or two and try to hold your attention at the top of your head. See if you can keep your attention up there without stressing about it. Try not to stress. Relax yourself. Relax your eyes. Just try to hold your attention there. If you find it a little challenging, even just put your hand right back on top of your head. Just press your hand down again. That might help you draw your attention back. But try to keep it up there for another moment or two. So we can slowly open our eyes now. And we'll end our meditation by raising our energy. Nice and slow, we can just raise our energy. Our attention can rise along with our hands. So when we tie the knots on top of our head, our attention is at the top of our head. And then it comes back down. Our attention comes down with our hands, and they rise again together. This helps keep our attention inside. Makes us more aware of the system inside of us, this energy inside. So 3 times we raise our energy. And then 7 times we put on the shield. It's called a bandhan, 7 times. When we're done, we just rinse our feet with the water, dry our feet, and we flush the water down the toilets. We have 2 restrooms, so you don't want to put it in the sink. You want to just flush the water. If you're watching online, we're going to take a quick break, dispose of our water, soak tubs, and then we'll be right back. So we'll see you in just a moment. just want to.
What is so needed is, can you feel the love of others?
That's good. Hope everybody's feeling a little more relaxed. Hi. Yeah, feeling okay. All right, we're back. Okay. I hope everyone's feeling a little more relaxed after that first meditation experience. So we're going to meditate again. Before we do that, we're going to play like a little 5-minute clip of the founder, just so you can get a feel. Again, Shimadaji founded this in 1970 as a nonprofit organization. She had an innate understanding of how all of this works inside of us. This is ancient knowledge going back thousands of years, but she had a way of helping people understand it, no matter where you're from, again, in a way that you can apply it practically. So she traveled all over the world giving lectures, and this is a short clip. I believe she's in Australia in this clip. So we'll just take a few minutes to listen to this, and then we'll have our second meditation.
What is so needed is, can you feel the love of others? Can you feel the sweetness of others? As you see a little child, how nice you feel. In the same way, do you feel that for others? Or are they like children? Are they innocent like children? And then now I would suggest that innocence is the sign of love. Anybody who has innocence would know the technique of love. If you are very clever, intelligent, you can answer back, you can correct people, do that. That's not the way. If you have love, you can correct people without saying anything to them. Because love is a supreme intelligence. It gives you all the correct method. It works out that. The whole thing works out that. And then people say, Mother, it's a miracle, how it has happened. No, it's no miracle. It's a simple thing that love has acted in its own way. Love is not a dead thing, it's not a dead sea. It not only thinks, but it acts. And acts so beautifully, Sometimes I'm amazed at its working. We call it a miracle, is that nothing? It's love. So no using your intelligence. Because this intelligence, human intelligence, is not a very high quality function. What is best is to fall in love with yourself. Love which is divine. Love which is nourishing. Love that looks after. But we don't know how to look after ourselves. We don't know how to love ourselves. We love this person, love that person. What about yourself? Then they think it is selfishness. No, not at all. To know the self is love. If you know the self, you will know love. You will fall into the ocean of that love. But that is what is my experience, I'm telling. And you all should experience the same love. Just watch yourself. It's very simple to introspect. Do I have love within me fully? When that self starts shining, you start seeing many other things which you have not seen so far. And one of them you see is that love is not only for yourself, but for everyone. It's a pure love for everyone else. It's not only for yourself. It's very surprising. When you really love yourself, then your love is for yourself. And you start spreading that love in such a manner that you beautifully love others. You don't love for money. You don't love for some advantage, for some power, or for some gain, but you love for love. Because pure love is so joy-giving. It's so joy-giving that if there is any such thing that I love somebody because I want to possess that person, because I am something great, and if I love somebody, then that person should feel absolutely obliged. All these ideas are absolutely of no avail. Really, if you love, then you just love. You love everyone.
So we'll start our second round of meditation now. Shimanaji talked a little bit about loving ourselves. How does that relate back? First of all, she mentioned innocence, which is the first center. So loving people with an innocence, without, as she said, without expectations, without greed, without any kind of advantage, just a simple love. And of course, love comes from our heart. And these qualities, again, they automatically begin to grow and to shine in every one of us when your energy rises. Your energy automatically expands your heart, expands your love. All of these centers, every quality. So let's have our last meditation now. And we can sit down. We can open both of our palms again and close our eyes. Be comfortable again. Let's take a minute and we're going to use a technique that helps us with our left channel and our right channel. This channel of our past and this channel of our future. This is a very simple technique you can do at home. It helps to clear these two channels so that you're more balanced, more in the center. So we'll start with our left channel. To clear our left channel, we take our right hand and just place our palm towards the ground. So if you could reach down, your hand would be flat on the ground, and your left hand just stays open. Your palm stays open. We can move our attention and let our attention settle on our open hand, on our left hand. So the left channel, again, it's our past, it's our emotional side. And if this channel becomes heavy, we can start to feel unmotivated. We can start to feel down. We can use the earth element, like the salt that we used in our foot soak. We can use the earth here to help clear out our left side. The earth helps our left side. That's why our right hand is facing the ground. So we're going to ask, with our attention on our left hand, we just ask our energy. Mother Energy, please clear out my left side. Please balance my left channel. Please use the power of the earth element to draw out any imbalances inside. We just ask in our heart. We just ask, Mother Energy, please balance my left side. Just holding your attention on your palm. Please balance my left side. Please take out any imbalances. Please make this channel strong, healthy. Please balance my emotions. We all have a past, but please don't let my past dominate my present, dominate my life. Please make this channel balanced. Mother Energy, please balance the left side. We can put our right hand back on our lap. And now we take our left hand and we raise our left hand into the air. We put our palm, we place our palm facing behind us, and our fingers are pointing towards the sky, upwards. Elbow is about shoulder height. We can shift our attention now to our right palm. So we're balancing out the right channel now, the channel of our action and our planning and our thinking on the right side, overthinking. So here we're using the ether element. The ether is the atmosphere, and any heat generated on the right side from all that overactivity, it's like a chimney that just evaporates. So we just ask again in our heart, Mother Energy, please balance my right side. Just holding our attention on our right hand, nice and relaxed. Mother Energy, please balance my right side. Take out all that overactivity. We need to plan, we need to have this quality of action inside. But when it becomes too much, it can affect us mentally, emotionally, physically. Mother Energy, please balance out the right side. Take out all the excessive activity, mental activity, and all the heat. And just hold your attention on your right palm for just a moment. With that desire in your heart, please balance my right side. Again, we want to be in the present. We don't want to be in the past or the future. We want to be in the moment. Mother Energy, please bring me into balance. Please bring me into the center. We have that built inside of us, the center channel. We can put our hand back on our lap now. Let's take our left hand, put it on our right hip. Left hand on the right hip this time. Earlier we put our right hand on the left hip. Now putting our left hand on the right hip. Put our attention here. So the quality here built inside of us, quality here, this is the seat of our attention, the quality of our attention. Is our attention distracted? Is it fragmented? Or is it unfocused? So all of those, that can be strengthened. All the qualities of our attention can be strengthened by our own energy. So we can ask here, Mother Energy, please soothe my attention. Please soothe my attention. Just putting your hand here. And with that desire, Mother Energy, please soothe and quiet my attention. Please remove all the distractions. And please make my attention strong and focused. We can put our hand back on our lap now. And we put our right hand right over our navel. Put our attention here. The quality again here, inner peace built inside. We're designed to feel calm, satisfied, peaceful. Life still happens. Life still happens. Unexpected things. But we have a power inside of us to stay peaceful and calm when life happens. To be satisfied in the moment. So we ask here, Mother Energy, please awaken this quality inside of me. Please remove anything keeping me from feeling that. When things happen, we can handle them more easily. We're more centered. Mother Energy, please bless me with peace and satisfaction. Just hold your attention right on your navel, right in this area. Please bless me with peace and satisfaction. This is also the center of our personal growth, of our personal evolution, you can call it. That desire inside comes from here. The desire to grow, the desire to be our best, the desire for a higher spiritual life comes from here. Mother Energy, please guide my personal growth. Please guide my ascent. Move our hand now to the center of our chest, right in the center. Left hand, again, stays open. Right hand on our chest in the center. Let's take a few deep breaths here. So just take a few nice deep breaths. Fill up your lungs. Fill them up all the way. Feel the fullness of your lungs. And then hold your breath for a moment before you slowly release your breath. And just do that 3 times. The air element opens our heart. It opens our heart chakra. We already know that. If we're feeling stressed, if we're feeling insecure, stop and take a few deep breaths. So keeping our attention here on our heart, we ask, Mother Energy, please open my heart. Please open my heart. Remove any insecurities, any fears from my heart. Please give me an open, trusting heart. Expand my heart. Shri Mataji in the talk talked about pure love for others and for ourselves. Please, Mother Energy, give me that pure, unconditional love. Really put all your attention there and ask for that. Please open my heart. Please expand my heart. Please make me a courageous person. Just ask from your heart, from inside. Not mentally, but from your heart. Now let's put our hand across our forehead again. Again, you can bend your head down a little bit if you'd like to. Just rest your head on your palm. So here we want to let go of everything. Let go of everything here. We want to be free people. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. That is the quality, the superpower we all have built inside of us to free us from anger, from judgment, from grudges. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Just let everything go. I let go and I forgive. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And then keeping our head bent down a little bit, we just take our hand, again, stretch all our fingers apart, press the palm of our hand right at the top of our head. Press our hand down. We're going to rotate. Again, we're going to massage 7 times. Left, front, right, and back. So 7 times. And this time, with each rotation, we just ask, Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of meditation. We'll end the way we started. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of meditation. We just ask from our heart 7 times. 7 rotations. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of meditation. It's your own energy, your own experience. All your attention at the top of your head. Asking from your heart, Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of meditation 7 times. And then again, when we're finished, we just place our hand back on our lap, both palms open, eyes closed, relaxed, your eyes are relaxed. Be comfortable. Now we'll just sit quietly in meditation. Hold your attention again at the top of your head if you can. If you find your mind is very active, that's okay. It's okay. You can help to negate that. Just very slowly, you can say 3 times, very slowly, not this thought. Not this thought. And help to negate those thoughts. Not this thought. And then put your attention back at the top of your head. Put your hand back. That helps. Got to bring your attention back to the top of your head. Above your mind. Above your mind. Above the thinking. Let's raise our hands. Our eyes are closed. We just raise our palms up to the level of our heart. Both palms are open. And just put your attention on your hands. First your left hand. Just let your attention move from finger to finger. The palm of your hand. Just make a mental note. Do you feel anything? Some people feel energy on the very first time. Some people feel it after a few weeks. So just see for yourself. It's your own. Move your attention to your right hand again. Just move your attention to each finger. Do you feel anything in your hands? It's very distinct. You'll know when you feel it. when we can even ask. Our energy knows us. We can ask our own energy. Mother Energy, please may I feel my own energy. Please may I feel this energy on my head. I want to feel my own energy on my head. Just ask, and then see for yourself. Please may I feel my own energy. Just ask from your heart. We can put our hands back on our lap. Let's end our meditation now. We can open our eyes, and we'll end by raising our energy. And we want to do this contemplatively, with our attention rising with our hands, so nice and slow. Then make the knots. Take your attention back down. Let your attention rise along with your hands up your spine. Add 2 knots. Just do it with intention. After the raising your energy, then we put on the 7 shields. Again, if you know where these are located inside of you, these centers, just put your attention on each one and rising along your spine. You can look at the chart. The attention rises and is placed on each one of these centers as you put this shield over yourself. All right, so I hope everyone had a good experience today. How was your experience? Good? Good? Feel relaxed? Okay. Y'all feel good? Okay. Great. I didn't do anything. Sahaja didn't do anything. Your own energy. It was your own energy that made you feel better, made you feel more relaxed. It's your own power inside. So imagine every day, a few minutes, 5-10 minutes of just sitting down, letting this energy rise. I'll just give you some quick, what do you do at home? We did a lot today. Y'all remember everything we did, every chakra we touched, everything we said? No. So we can boil it down to 3 simple things, and we have a card too you can take home with you. So 3 simple steps. First, always begin by raising your energy. Even if you don't do it exactly right, that's not the thing. It isn't that I've done it 3 times or I've tilted my head this certain way. It's what's in your heart. That's the most important thing. So raise your energy 3 times, put on the shield 7 times, sit down, open up your palms, put your attention on your heart to begin with, number 1. 3 steps. Put your attention in your heart. This is where your spirit resides. And express the desire. I want to experience this meditation. Please may I feel my own energy. Did anybody feel anything, by the way? You did. Very nice. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, put your hand on your forehead. Let everything go. Every day, every minute, as often as we can, let it go. So first step, on your heart. Second step, I forgive everyone. And then stretch your fingers again. Place your palm on top of your head. Rotate your scalp. Massage 7 times. 7 times, ask again. Please may I experience this meditation. That's all it takes. There's nothing you have to memorize. There's no, course 1, course 2, course 3. No, it's just your own energy rising. And the more you do this, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger because the energy is boundless energy. It becomes up more and more and more, and you become better and more balanced. So like working out, it might take 4, 6, 8 weeks before you really start to feel it, but you'll start to notice a difference in your life. People around you will notice. I promise. Any questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for joining us online. Thank you for joining us from Shreveport. We'll be back next week. Happy meditating. We'll see you next time.